See, the gospel truth is, as a girl child, I don't mean any ordinary girl child, as a Nigerian girl child, the hardest thing is not hiding your relationships from your parents, especially from your father. Especially if you have an Igbo father, an Igbotic father. It's not hiding your... The day that you know that you don't even know what to do or say is the day you will sit your father down and tell him, look, I'm ready to marry. This is the man I'm interested in. This is the man I want to marry. Regardless of your age, whether you feel like you are in your early 20s or 30s or whatsoever age it is, that will be the... Because how do you start? Where do you start from? Anyway, my dad was the most disappointed. He was utterly disappointed the day I sat him down to say, Daddy, I want to get married. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video how I went from 0.00000 in my account balance the day I moved into my husband's house until now, 2 years later, you know, becoming a millionaire housewife. Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is your favorite baby girl, Dyna Ekwueme, in the building. See, I'm actually supposed to be giving my intro as Dyna Okafor because Ekwueme is my father's name, Okafor is my husband's name, but I started this brand before marriage, so yeah. Anyway, hello and welcome to our very first episode of our housewife series. Guys, I'm literally really excited, not because of what I have to share, but I didn't think that you guys were so going to be into this, that you guys sent loads and loads of marital questions, relationship questions. Today's one is quite the important one. Are you a housewife? Are you thinking of getting married? You don't have a job yet, or possibly you finished from school and you're not sure, should I settle down? Because society, you need to have 1 million naira inside your account as a woman before you get married. You need to do this, you need to have a degree, you need to have several degrees. There are loads and loads of expectations, you know, from us women before we get married now in this modern age. And I'll tell you what worked for me may not necessarily work for you, but if you're already in the mess that I got into as a newlywed, then possibly the advices I'm going to be sharing here will be helpful. Before I go on to share my little coconut head story, please let me know in the comment section, are you single or are you married? If you're single, let me know if you intend on entering inside marriage with 0.00 in your bank account, possibly with a skill that, you know, would fetch you money in marriage. Or do you feel like you'll be a working class lady, working class mom? You're gonna go into marriage juggling it all. Are you married? What was the case for you? Did you go into marriage with nothing to show for? Did you go into marriage with a job? Did you go into marriage earning a decent salary? Let me know in the comments below. And how do I even start this story? I remember very well, it was around 9 p.m. My dad came back and I was shaking. The whole day I already prepared what to say, how to say it. Like everything that I prepared to say just went bish, 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 just from my father's auntie. Like his look alone, like, what are you what do you talk about? What are you stupid? what do you say? What are you saying? I sat my dad down. I didn't even know where to start. Like, fam, he already saw our proposal video on Facebook and he just kept quiet. He was mute. He didn't even confront me about it. I thought he didn't even know about it until the day I sat him down, and loads of what he said, how disappointed he was. For a typical Igbo man that should possibly be happy that somebody is coming to marry my daughter, he was very disappointed. He talked about, you know, me having a BSc in biomedical, what I could have achieved, things I could have done, what he could have done for me as a father. He planned on building a whole laboratory for me, Mama Dyna. He planned on doing a whole lot for me as a father. And for me being that young and not knowing how to navigate here in Nigeria, having studied abroad, he had loads of plans. And then I'm coming out to shut this whole plans down by telling him, look, see, because At the time, what really I was saying is, I'm jobless. I don't have anything. I'm entering inside marriage because of love. Because I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything going. I hadn't done my youth service at the time. I was just rounding up my licensing training. I hadn't even gotten the training certificate. And I was telling him that I wanted to get married. He was the most disappointed. I didn't know how to explain to him that this is what I really want. This is what I want. I love this man and I'm going for it no matter what you say. What I could remember vividly that night was crying and crying and crying. Do you know what it means, you know, having your dad or your mom, you know, really disappointed in you, that you feel like you're alone, that they are not supporting what you're doing. They've given you that go-ahead order, but whatever it is that happens, you are on your own. That's like, geez, it came as a shock. But coconut head girl, it did not agree. It did not agree me to sit down and, you know, see things from his perspective, see things from the way he was thinking. 23, madness. What did I know? I say yes, I want to marry. I want to get married. I want to settle down because I love this man. Fast forward to December, the same year that I did talk to my dad about settling down. I spoke to him, I think October, November. December, my husband and his people came, did the whole bride price thing, and I moved to my husband's house. That was when what? Reality kicked in. Let me just tell you people, the first year of marriage, even up until the second year of marriage, I was financially frustrated. Let me just not lie to you people, because on my end, I literally do not have vex money. It is a vex money now only for single people. Now lie you. Inside marriage, as a woman, you need vex money. You absolutely need vex money. When I say vex money, I mean maybe that day you and your husband, you guys got on a very heavy one. Just the normal things couples go through, you know, misunderstandings, little fights here and there. And last as a woman, you don't have anything to hold on to. You have 0.00. You go still go and ask that man that you fought with for money, even if deep down you do not want to. But if you have your own vex money as a married woman, you can decide, let me go and cool off. Let me go to the spa and cool off. Let me just go and do my nails, go and do my hair, take off my hair, get fresh air, go and eat out. That is your own vex money inside marriage. For the first 2 years of marriage, I was literally financially frustrated. I had to depend on my husband for literally every damn thing. Thankfully, we were just a family of 2 at the time. Babies hadn't come, so it was bearable. It was okay. Even if he was paying me every month, I could do 1 or 2. I could, you know, get things for myself. I could do things that I wanted to do without asking for permission from my husband. Now the question is, how did I become a millionaire wife? I would say financially, I did everything wrong before getting married. The only thing that I did right was, you know, acquiring this YouTube skill. When I say YouTube skill, I learned on the job. I started YouTubing, or would I say I started content creation during my final year in uni. And when I got back from uni, I consistently built on that skill, trying to get better every single day, doing the same thing. And that's the thing that somewhat I am holding on to. It's not even the degree that my dad, you know, made possible for me, which he spent millions and millions and millions of money. It is what I sat down to learn myself. I started off YouTube in February 2021 when I was still in my final year. And I wasn't really consistent, obviously, because I was still in school and stuff like that. Coming back to Nigeria, I grew to some extent because I started becoming a lot more consistent, because I didn't have a job at the time. I was going for my training. I was doing one thing or the other, and I didn't let any of that stop me. I just kept on putting out content consistently wherever I went, from Aba to Abuja to Port Harcourt to Benin and back to Port Harcourt. And it took 2.5 years for me to get to that monetization level and start seeing a decent income. I'll be real here, from 40,000 naira to 60,000 naira. that was what I was saying the first year that I started earning from YouTube. Subsequently, from learning on the job, that's doing the videos that people love to see, doing the videos that I requested from people, consistently doing the same thing over and over, consistently having the patience and endurance to get to the point which I got to. I started seeing decent results. I went from 40,000 a month to 60,000 a month to 100,000 a month. Last year, January, I was earning as much as 150 to 180,000 a month as of 2020 January. When I became a lot more consistent, from July 2020 up until December 2020, my consistency here on YouTube skyrocketed. I started putting out content 3 to 4 times a week, and that had a ripple effect on my income. My income went from the average 150 to 180,000 to almost 200 to 300,000 a month. The accumulation of the whole of 2020's income was over ₦1 million. January 2021, you guys did notice a spike, like a peak in my average views from 10,000 to 15,000 in 24 hours, you know, which I roughly get in 24 hours, to about 50,000 to 60,000 views in 24 hours. And that made a huge difference. You know, the pregnancy videos that I put up, the dance one, the after delivery videos, all of that wholesomely resulted to a spike in my YouTube income from hundreds of thousands to over ₦1 million. Not to brag or anything, that is just from YouTube. And I believe it took a whole lot of, you know, patience, hard work, consistency, you know, waiting to hit that jackpot, waiting to hit that, oh, I found what people love to watch, you know, I found what I can give. You know, I started off this channel showing different places, different, it wasn't even about me at all. It just became about me when I could no longer go out to do the things that I used to do. You know, when motherhood and, you know, married life kicked in, and I found that the slow transitioning from what I used to do to now what I'm doing, I didn't lose a lot of subscribers in the process, and you can do it. I feel like every Nigerian housewife, if you do not know what you can do as a person, you can come into this YouTube thing. It's a learn on the job skill. Even if you don't want to show your face or bring your family on here, there are tons of faceless video ideas that you can hop on and just kickstart a brand of your own without even nobody knowing what you look like or what you're doing outside of YouTube. And even if you choose not to do YouTubing, there are so many economy friendly jobs that you can do on the side. Businesses like, you know, food businesses, selling wrappers, selling different things that may interest you, selling toys, selling baby wears, reselling stuff that you have at home. You can go into tailoring. That I know is very, very lucrative for wives who choose to stay at home and just help themselves. You can save up from whatever you're getting from your husband every other month. If he's giving you 5,000 naira every month, you can save at least 2,000 or even 1,500 and invest. You would find that with time it would accumulate, it would slowly build up to something tangible that you can use to expand whatever brand that you're looking to create for yourself. Yes, I would never advise my daughter to go into marriage empty-handed. I would never advise my daughter to go through the path that I did go through, because it's not everybody that is lucky to meet a good man, a man that can pay them salary every month, a man that understands where I'm coming from, a man that respects love and is always there, a man that knows when, okay, she is financially frustrated, let me unburden her. It's not, you can never predict who you're with. Relationship is nothing. Marriage shows you who you truly are with, because you get to live, sleep, eat, do everything with this human being, and people switch up along the line. So you can't just depend, oh, the man I'm getting married to, he's a billionaire, he's a millionaire, he's decent, he has enough money. Get your own. And even if you don't have your own, acquire a skill for yourself before you go into marriage. So whenever you choose to, you know, start up something, it would be really, really easy for you. And anyway, I would love to know what you guys thought about this subject matter. What was your net worth before you entered marriage? What is your net worth now as a married lady? How many years have you been married? Are you still a housewife looking to venture into something? Have you found what you want to do and you're consistently doing it and you're seeing, you know, a decent amount of income every other month? Let me know. Let's continue the conversation down there. If you did enjoy this particular episode 1 of the Housewife series, smash that like button for more, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. For now, bye.